Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little different. As you can see, I am not in my regular setup. I am actually here at my parents' house. Então, hoje nós falamos sobre o presidente dos Estados Unidos, Donald Trump. Você sabe, ele é muito chato. I always wanted to be like a Brazilian TV show host, so I think I could. I wanted to just get on here and get my thoughts out about Tanacon and what I personally think of Tanacon based on what I've heard through social media, through the grapevine, through some YouTubers, and also through Shane Dawson's videos. He's put out 2 thus far, and this will be going up on Monday when he puts the last part of his 3-part series about the truth about Tanacon. My thoughts on Tanacon, girl. So Tanacon obviously happened, I think not last Friday, but the Friday before. And it happened in Anaheim, California. And Tana, giving a backstory, I don't know all the details or anything, I'm just giving the information that I'm given through YouTubers, through my resources, and also through some other things. And this is not like a drama video or anything, I just really want to talk about it because I think it's important to talk about. Because it has a lot of life lessons in it. So for me, when I heard about Tanacon, so Tana Mojo is this big YouTuber. In my opinion, she's extremely controversial and she's extremely problematic. Some people love her, but she's literally 19, 20 years old and she's out here doing drugs, and all of these younger girls and younger people, guys, girls, everyone in between, look up to her. And I think that's a little problematic, especially considering the content that she puts out. So she is a YouTuber. She was going to go to VidCon, which is literally a very corporate convention that goes on that YouTube puts on. Well, she was apparently not a featured creator when she showed up to VidCon, and she thought, I guess she was under the assumption that she was going to be. Well, she gets there, she's told she wasn't supposed to be there. Everyone acted like on the corporate side like she wasn't supposed to be there. So she got really offended and they basically kicked her out of VidCon. And she was really offended, so she decided to make a video, and I will link the video down below in the description box, where she talks about making her own convention called Tanacon that will happen the same weekend as VidCon and also at the same time. Girl, I know you're trying to make a statement, but do you think that's a little much? Anyways, so apparently the tickets were free and you could get a VIP pass for $65, $69, somewhere around there. And it happened either last weekend, or last Friday, or the Friday before last Friday. So she comes and she just, acts like everything's good, and it's ran by this corporation or this company called Good Times, which is a party planning, convention planning kind of company that does a lot of influencer conventions and meetups and meet and greets. So everyone thought it was legit. I see all these tweets all are going around, and it's literally people coming from Canada, from France, and there was these people coming from Australia. People are literally flying to this convention in Anaheim, California to come and see Tana, and also Shane Dawson, The Gabby Show, Trevor Moran, I think, might be there, some other YouTubers and stuff supporting Tana and her cause of throwing her own convention kind of in the face of VidCon, since they, didn't let her be a featured creator there. So it comes, and apparently she kept saying 15 to 20,000 people were going to be there, and after seeing the aerial footage of people in the hotel surrounding the convention center, which, first of all, Tana didn't even get a convention center. She got what was it called? A hotel lobby, these rooms, and they can hold a lot, but they're not going to be able to hold a whole Super Bowl amount of people. When you look at Shane's videos, it's like 4,000 to 5,000 people, maybe, and the thing is the hotel had a maximum capacity of 1,018 persons it could hold within the building. Well, everyone gets there and they're standing in line for literally 5 to 8 hours, and there are no water tents, no food tents or anything. People weren't expecting, obviously, to be out in the sun that long, in the California sun, and they get almost 3rd-degree burns on their body, so bad sunburns, and it's quite ridiculous. And people are starting to go in. There's an influx of people. The security was just a bunch of hoopla. They weren't checking bags. They weren't checking tickets. They were just giving away VIP tickets. So it was just a bunch of mess in security, in terms of security, which is not a good thing, because a lot of people would have the opportunity to actually do something very bad if they wanted to. A lot of people are just Tana or Shane or whatever, and I love Shane and I love Gabby and I love Trevor Moran and all of these YouTubers, but Tana's fine. I think she was trying to prove a point that she doesn't need YouTube to support her and to put her in a platform. She's built her platform enough to where she can actually do things on her own, which is more power to you, Tana. I love you, and like, I think you're a little problematic and a little too controversial sometimes for the audience that you cater to, but like, kudos to you, and that really does take some confidence and some self-assurance in your own soul and body to be able to say F this, F VidCon, and all of those things, you know. There are riots, there are people saying, oh, I want a refund, especially parents. You know, these people flew out here, so there's a plane ticket, there's hotels, and people are spending upwards of $1,000 just to be here. You know what I mean, for everything. So they're like, I want a refund for the $65, $69 if they were a VIP person. And it was really unfair for the VIP people, because people were just getting random VIP passes without even having to pay the $65 to $69. And of course, with conventions, you're going to have people that show up that live in the Anaheim, California area that didn't per se buy a ticket in advance. So there were also an influx of people there that they weren't expecting, but you have to plan ahead for those things. And I think also, I heard Jenna and Julian on their podcast when they talked about Tanacon. Maybe you should have held it on a different day so you didn't get influx of people from VidCon. You should have had a roster and an exact amount of people that registered for Tanacon, so you would have known the capacity of people that you are going to have, and whether or not it would fit into the venue. And I don't know, there's probably a lot of stuff I don't know, but my thoughts about it is that it was extremely poorly organized, and there weren't a lot of communication between the company Good Times that was trying to construct this Tanacon, and between Tana herself and her team, her management team. I don't feel like there was enough communication, because it seems like they didn't even know how many exact people were going to be there at Tanacon, which is probably the most important thing behind security. You needed to put the safety and the lives of people at much higher on the list than you did, because the security was just utter crap. So I really, really hope that you take this as a lesson. You can have great ideas, but you need to have time to make them come into existence in order to make them safe, in order to make them run smoothly and efficiently. I know you wanted to get it out and absolutely have it the day of VidCon, but maybe you should have waited and maybe put it maybe in the end of July or at the beginning of August, and had to have, you know, 2 more months to plan to make sure that the security was good, make sure that the hotel could actually hold the amount of people that you're going to have, make sure that your rosters were good, to make sure that you had the correct number on your sheet of how many people are going to come, because people are registered online and bought VIP tickets and stuff. You should definitely do that. It would have been great. I really, really, really had high hopes for this convention. I really hoped that it worked out, but unfortunately it didn't. Maybe you could try it in the future, and maybe you could. I think that you just need to make a public apology and try to right this wrong that you did to the subscribers. And I know that you're feeling bad right now, but this, unfortunately, knock on wood, like literally knock on wood, this is like a learning experience, and this is probably one of the most learning experiences and life lessons that you're going to have in your life. And it just happened to be on the scale that it did because you were on such a big platform. It seems like there are conflicting statements from the guy of Good Times, something William, I don't know his name, and Tana, but it's supposed to come out where he interviews Tana, and the owner of Good Times is literally 19, 20-year-old that should not have been organizing something of this scale anyways. But anyways, I hope that you guys like this video. I just wanted to put my thoughts out there on VidCon. Like I said, kudos to you for having the idea and wanting to help your fans and put this on a scale to where they didn't have to spend like $100 to meet you, and you know what I mean, like they could come to your convention for free. But there just needed to be a little more organization and a little more communication from both sides. I think both sides are at fault. I know I had an interesting time thinking about this whole Tanacon thing. I got secondhand embarrassment listening to the story and how badly it went from people. And I really do feel sorry for Tana. And I hope that you right this wrong in some way to the supporters and fans that came out to Tanacon, and also to the fans and supporters of the YouTubers that were coming to VidCon for Shane Dawson, The Gabby Show, Trevor Moran, and the other YouTubers, because their name, unfortunately, is on it. And Shane Dawson is doing his very best to right a wrong, and he can only go so far because he needs something, a statement from you, Tana, because you were the creative mind behind this and you had the idea. You were the face, the propaganda of this Tanacon. You need to right this wrong. So I hope that you guys like this video, and I promise more makeup videos are coming. I have them pre-filmed. I just thought I would get my thoughts out here on the topic of Tanacon since it is trending and your girl needs the views. And I'm sorry I haven't posted in like 2 weeks because I've been moving down here to Florida, moving down here back for the summer in Georgia to work. But I am back, and I will be posting a new video every week like I have been for the past 3 months, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.